And in terms of cultural values that libraries help to enhance in their communities, is that taken into account in this process?
It's, you know, there's been a lot of work done in that in public libraries, because that's a huge value of public libraries, and so there has been more work of measuring value and return on investment in public libraries and look at value. That's something we want to bring to the study of academic libraries, but that's really difficult. Those downstream values are really tough.
Yes.
So where we've started is look at the cultural value, if you will, is more the socialization value for students. So one thing that I think is kind of interesting is we're the team that's doing both the physical space value and the teaching and learning is working with Student Services Center,
yes.
Student Resource Center, and look at how do we measure the library's role in student retention, for example, and graduation rates.
Oh, great.
Because one of the things they've found is that students who drop out after their freshman year, and of course that's a dropout rate, that's the biggest point right
yes.
then. For many of them, it's because their life changes or financial, but for a huge chunk of them, it's because they just never felt engaged or felt a part of that university. You know, they didn't belong to a sorority or fraternity or something,
right.
and they just never felt a place. And the library actually, particularly things like library commons, can have a huge role in that.
Yes.
So that's hard to measure,
yes.
but it actually, what we're trying to do is tie then that library, and part of that is culture. It's the culture of the student. It's one definition of culture. Tie that into student retention. How does that help students stay? So I think that's real important.
I'm happy to hear that.
And some others have done some work in there, and I think that's really, really important.
Very.